script with Hall of Fame. You've tuned into the Morning Breakdown, and we are right in the middle of Captain's Call. I say middle. We're actually in the beginning, and I've got Command Master Chief Steve Snyder. We're doing it a little bit differently today. We got the big guys up front. How you doing this morning?
I'm very well, thank you.
So the Navy's been pretty busy, right? Been busy month, and I think you guys actually have your E5 promotion tests going on right now, don't you?
Well, actually, as we speak, the third-class petty officers that are up for advancement are getting together, getting ready to sit down over at the O Club this morning to take their advancement exam. So hopefully all of you guys that are over there, possibly listening to the radio, trying to decompress and de-stress before you start taking the test, just good luck. I know that you studied hard, and the results later on in the year will show that. We took the first class exam last Thursday. We have the third class exam next Thursday. So traditionally it's the first, second, and third Thursdays of March and September. We test for those ratings. I think I explained that a little bit last time. But anyways, good luck, guys. And don't worry. Be happy. And
hopefully they got a good night's rest and are ready for the test.
Yes, hopefully so. And, just as a study tip for all of the young sailors out there that are getting ready to or continuing to test for advancement, I would encourage you to not wait until the results come out in late November or early December to decide that you're going to start studying again, and operate under the assumption that you're not going to get selected for advancement, and tomorrow morning when you get up, roll right back into your study plan so that you're even better prepared next time. I'm not saying you're not going to get advanced, but should you not get advanced, you need to take advantage of every opportunity that you have to study and prepare yourself. So assume plan for the best, assume the worst, and study like crazy.
Definitely never too early to start studying. I've got my own advancement test coming up soon, and I wish I had started a little bit sooner. Yeah. So it is always a good thing to do soon.
Yeah. Speaking of advancements, the Navy's newest Chief Petty Officer selects are less than 1 week now from the end of their CPO 365 Phase 2 training program. We're wrapping up some loose ends, finishing up a few things, and then next Wednesday at 9 o'clock at the Officers Club will be the pinning ceremony for them. So I'd like to extend an invitation to everybody to come out on Wednesday for the Chief Petty Officer pinning ceremony over at the O Club.
Very nice. You don't have to be Navy to go over there. You can be anyone, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Civilians, contractors, just any interested party. Anybody with base access, essentially, is what it boils down to. So.
All right, and you guys have an essay contest I see here for students.
Before I talk to that, if I can get off script for 1 second,
sure.
Because I'm frail and things come into my mind and then leave my mind quite rapidly. But I was thinking on my way in here when we were talking about next Wednesday is the shift from the summer uniform to the winter uniform for the Navy. So for all of you guys in the Navy out there that haven't pulled out your blues yet to try them on and get them to the cleaners, you have about 5 days before next Wednesday to get them ready to go. So next Wednesday, in addition to being the day for the Chief Petty Officer pinning ceremony, is also the day for the shift to the winter uniform for the Navy. And then speaking about CPO 365, the Phase 2, we also have a Phase 1 program that runs continuously throughout the year. The Phase 2 program only runs from when the results come out until the pinning ceremony, but the Phase 1 program runs throughout the entire year. And just want to remind all the first-class petty officers out there, the first classes and the chiefs, really, that this is not a voluntary program. This is a program that is mandatory. It's required. And even though we have had pretty good turnout over the past couple of sessions that we've had, I think that there might be a few people out there that still need to get enrolled in the program. So if you are not yet enrolled in CPO 365 as either a first-class trainee or as a chief mentor in the program, please contact either Senior Chief Onejime over at FLCY or Senior Chief Delcor at NAF, who are the coordinators for that program, and get signed up and get involved. So,
All right. Now we can go to the
essay
essay.
contest, right? I sent it out through the Chief Network a couple of weeks ago, but I just wanted to reiterate in case there were some people that had maybe fallen through the seams. There are two opportunities out there right now for people to make some money. The first one is for dependents of Navy and contractor or GS civilian personnel that are supporting the Navy. Sorry, this one doesn't go out to the Air Force because
Navy
it's
exclusive,
sponsored.
yeah.
It's Navy
Okay.
exclusive because it's sponsored by an organization called the Fleet Reserve Association, which is a bunch of retired Navy personnel, and they're running an essay contest for children in grades 7 through 12, and there will be a whole bunch of cash prizes, some pretty substantial cash prizes at the national level back in the States, but then our sponsor chapter, which is 103 down in Yokosuka, will also be awarding 18 at three at each of the grade levels from 7 through 12, 18 cash prizes for essays entered from children from Japan. So if you have children in grades 7 through 12 and you're interested in them possibly making some money or practicing their essay writing skills, please contact your chief or somebody in your chain of command who can provide you the information on how to get enrolled.
So what are the what's the essay going to be written on?
The theme this year is what the American flag means to me.
Okay.
And it's a 300-word essay, kind of a free format. I saw the essay that won last year, exceptionally well written, but certainly defied my definition of what an essay would be. Once I saw it, I was like, oh man, that's really good. But I mean, when I sat down with a pen and paper, I wouldn't have come up with it. This is very creative writing, and there's some really smart kids out there. I'm very eager to see what comes out. The second opportunity that I wanted to briefly touch on was for grown-up enlisted sailors in the military. There's a publication out there that's called the Naval Institute has a publication. There's a Naval Institute publication that runs a contest twice a year where enlisted sailors can write essays up to 1,500 words in length and submit them to the publication. The topics can be just basically anything. Some examples that they can give us were, identifying opportunities on how to better use enlisted personnel talents in the service, sharing leadership best practices, improving tactical doctrine, right? A lot of people sometimes think that tactical doctrine is an officer domain, and I would challenge that concept, and I would say that at least in the Navy, a lot of your tactical doctrine is, developed and implemented by enlisted personnel that sit those watches all the time and give their thoughts and suggestions. Of course, the officers are the ones that are actually writing the doctrine, but a lot of the ideas come from the enlisted personnel, and that's what the Naval Institute is looking for, is good ideas. If your article is published, you could receive up to $3,000 in a cash award for that. So that's a pretty substantial payback for writing a 1,500-word essay.
Very nice. It's not that many words for such a substantial prize.
Yeah. So hopefully we have some people that can write some things down, submit them, and get some money.
Very nice, very nice. You got anything else for us this morning to kick us off here?
Well, that's really about it. I had a couple of other things that I did want to mention, but I think that most of it will be covered in the follow-on topics. Normally going last, I get to be kind of clean up and hit on all the things that didn't get touched on, but we have a long list of people that are going to talk this morning. So, one thing, that I will remind folks is that we have an exceptional cadre of ombudsmen out there to serve as a source of information and referral. They are for active duty dependents and also family members of active duty personnel. So if you are a dependent and you do not know who your ombudsman is, please contact your sponsor's chain of command and find out who that individual is so that you can tap into that network.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you for having me. You too. Bye.
All right. Next, we're going to hear from Ree in the studio with us, and he's kicking it off today. Kind of, it's a little bit different. Usually, sum up everything that happened. So, what do you got for me today? I know you guys just got the boat regatta finished and whatnot.
We did. It was a great event. Happened out at the base beach. So appreciate all the participation from all the groups that made that a great event. Both putting it on as well as sailing their boats. I guess congratulations to CE for another victory there. So
second year, right?
Yeah, second year. So Navy's had some success in soccer and basketball, but apparently we need to figure out how to sail boats. But one of these days we'll find a Navy group that can sail a boat and take the trophy from CE. But congratulations to them. So
was there any disastrous sinking going on?
There was. I wouldn't really call it disastrous. If you can't walk back to the beach from the water there in Lake Ogawara, then you got some issues. But there were some sinkings, yes. So, but all safe, all good fun.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so after that's out of the way, what do you guys got for the rest of the year going on here?
Well, I think the big thing coming up for everybody is the Airfest this Saturday or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So it's going to be a great event for everybody on base. Great event to show off what we do in the military, both on the U.S. side as well as the JASDAF side. So for the Navy, we'll obviously have our base C-12 there, but I think the big ones for us are the P-8 and the EA-18G. So two of the newest aircraft in really the U.S. inventory in general. You know, we had P-8 on display for the ambassador when she came up here a couple months ago. And one of the questions she asked the crew was when this airplane was produced, and January was the answer, to which she said, January of what year? I said, this year. So P-8 is no kidding. I don't know which one.
Brand spanking new.
Brand spanking new. I don't know that that'll be the one that comes up this weekend, but great capability that's doing great work out there in the in the Pacific, and then the E-18G is similar. So that's actively rolling off the production line. You get the new car smell on that one as well. So, and then we should have VM 262 bringing in some V22s Ospreys. So marine component showing up as well, and I'm sure that'll be a well appreciated display at the air show this weekend. So
I'm looking forward to it. This is actually the first air show that I'll be able to see here in Misawa. I've been here 3 years, but I always somehow miss it. But I'm going to be there. I'm actually working that day at the air show, so I will definitely see it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, not to minimize the I'm sure great demo from our F-16 and F-2 pilots, but the Blue Impulse is obviously a huge draw as well. So make sure you take a look at the time for that show and get a good view and spot when they fly, because that's a great show.
Awesome. Okay. Well, hopefully the weather will hold out and we'll have a nice day that day.
Absolutely. I think it's the forecast right now. So get today's weather out of the way and be good for the weekend.
Sounds good. All right, so what else you got for me? You got safety, of course, is always an issue here on Misawa. I always want to be safety concerned.
It is. We're reaching the end of the motorcycle safety season, but we still have some good training courses coming up in the next couple weeks. So please, take a look at those. And if you're a new rider, need some currency training, or thinking about riding, contact our motorcycle safety officer and try and get yourself signed up for those. The other traffic safety issue would be school. So get kindergarten starting today. School's been in about a week for elementary and high school, but it's still good to remind everybody to keep an eye out for the buses and the walkers and the riders. Especially in the morning and in the afternoon. So school traffic safety, it's important. Two other items worth mentioning, awareness months. We have a number of them, but throughout the year. But this month, suicide awareness is one of those. And there's as we pull out of Iraq and Afghanistan, a number of services are dealing with upticks in suicide, so it's always important to keep an eye on that. Never know who that sailor or airman next to you, what they've had in their history and what they might be dealing with. So make sure you understand what type of intervention techniques and what the signals are for suicide. And then disaster preparedness is the other one. So good time of year to think about that as we head into the winter months up here. And earthquakes are obviously a perennial potential disaster, but as we get into winter months, I think that's the highest likelihood for disasters here in Misawa. So get yourself ready for that, and there'll be a number of events around the base to help you prepare.
Okay. And I know CMC Snyder talked about the advancement exams and whatnot. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I think he hit it all, and that's don't wait until the last minute to study. So you can get your habit patterns going right after the exam, and then our bibs will come out shortly thereafter. So laying right back into it is important. Advancement rates will probably vary anywhere from about 5% up to 100%, depending upon your rate and your rank. And the majority of our sailors are not in the 100% category, so they're going to have to study again. So relax, be positive, but at the same time, keep your chin up and look forward to the next time. So, and then also, congratulating the CPO selects. I think that's a huge step. It's not tied to our E4 to E6 advancement cycle. It's slightly different than the E7 advancement process. Much more difficult and much more selective. And so it's a great testament to the work they've done lately as well as throughout their career. So really looking forward to that pinning ceremony.
All right, so I know you got to get out of here soon. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before you leave?
We'll add two things, somewhat disconnected. But one is the Compass course. We'll have Miss Lovendale coming here in a moment to talk about that. Really important program for military spouses to both new and experienced. Everybody can learn something, so really encourage them to come. We've also been able to use some resources from Yokosuka as well as some local resources to get Japanese translations for the material. This is a Navy program done at all the Navy bases, so to be able to put a Japanese spin on, I think helps a lot, and I'd really encourage those Japanese listeners who may be listeners, but also those who have Japanese spouses or know Japanese Navy spouses, encourage them to come so they can learn something. And then wrapping it up with just the normal Liberty, making sure that everybody's got some safe Liberty options out there. The festival season is winding down here. For me, I think the next big event is the leaf changing. Having grown up in Connecticut, first time I've been stationed back somewhere where you got a real autumn, a real fall.
No, there's definitely
right.
4 seasons.
Right. So being able to get out, whether it's to Tawada or Hokkaido, or sorry,
Hokkaido.
Hakoda.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need more coffee this morning, or wherever else. Iwate and some of the other prefectures have some great spots to view the leaf change, and I think is great. So take a look at that. Some great picture opportunities if you're into that thing. The other, between now and then, the fruit picking is in full swing. Nambu is one of the great areas to go do that. So please, think about some healthy options. If you can't think of any, then I think we have Mick coming on a little bit later to talk about single sailor programs. He has a number of good trips to offer. He's got a dining out for the single sailors later this month, and then a overnight trip to Akita at the end of the month, and as well as a whole bunch of other options between now and then as well as after. So keep the Liberty safe and really think about the healthy options up here.
Northern Japan is really beautiful this time of year. Oriyasu Gorge, go through there and see how the leaves changing. It's really pretty.
Yep, it absolutely is. So and then driving around Tawada and getting a boat ride out along Tawada is all great fun, great healthy fun.
All right, Captain Henry, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and thanks for coming.
All right, appreciate the time.
All right, right now we've got Dr. Wong, who we're going to be talking about National Preparedness Month, and basically just being prepared here in Northern Japan, because anything can happen, right, guys?
That's right. Each year, the president sends out a message, the presidential proclamation, just declaring September National Preparedness Month, along with April. But so every April, every September, and this year's National Preparedness theme is "Don't wait, communicate, and make your plan today."
Okay, so as far as being prepared, and you said communicating is a big thing, what are some things that you should do to make sure that you are ready for anything?
The first thing you have to do is, whether you're married or not, to make sure you have a kit. We would recommend you have a kit in your house, in your car, a kit that includes water supplies, food, canned food, drinks, if you're a kid, playing cards, pet food, something you need, can openers, and other stuff that you can use.
Did you say playing cards?
Playing cards for kids.
That's actually a really good idea. I don't think most people think of that. You get bored when things turn off.
Right, we're not going to have power, So no iPads, no games.
Yeah.
You know, put a coloring book and some crayons in there. Like AZ1 said, a deck of playing cards.
Okay.
Um,
And make sure you have duct tape because it works for everything.
You said duct tape works for definitely does. So as far as Preparedness Month goes, do you guys have any events planned for this month?
Yes, so all through the month of September, we'll be up at the Exchange. Let's see, on 4 different occasions, the 10th, 15th, 17th, and 24th. We'll be up there with just an information booth, handing out pamphlets. If anyone has any questions about what type of items they need to put in their emergency kit, we'll be up there to assist and just answer any questions up there.
And we are also preparing a run, a 5K run that we start from the 35th C compound and it ends at the Exchange. Pretty much it will be a joint force with the Air Force, Navy, Red Cross, and other volunteers that to increase the preparedness level around the base.
Awesome. So if I was wanting to get a little bit more information about being prepared, got some sources for me to go to?
Absolutely. So if you're not able to make it up to the Exchange, several different websites out there. Ready.gov, ready.navy.mil, FEMA.gov, or redcross.org. You can also stop in the Red Cross office here on base. They'd be more than happy to help you. There's tons of information on these websites, as well as information for kids. There's fun games for the kids to get involved, just to be part of the preparedness plan on these websites.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen. You got anything else for me?
I just wanted to say one last thing. Not everybody takes it seriously when we talk about building a disaster kit until it's too late and they wish they had taken us seriously. So we just want to just promote the idea here to just don't wait and get your emergency kit ready.
All right. There you go. Don't wait. Communicate, right?
That's right.
All right. You gentlemen have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you.
Stick around. We got plenty more here on the Captain's Call, right? Captain's Call. Cantac here with you guys on the morning breakdown. And I've got the Compass team leader, Johanna Levendale, who is going to be talking a little bit about Compass. And basically Compass, from what I understand, is it's a way for military spouses to kind of better understand military life, correct?
Right, correct. The Compass course is a standardized team mentoring program. It was developed by Navy spouses for Navy spouses. So it's just Navy spouses teaching other Navy spouses. We focus on new Navy spouses, but we really encourage everyone to come and take the course because we can also use the knowledge from more experienced spouses. You can pass on the experiences of how you deal with moves and deployments, and that way you help yourself helping others as well.
Okay, so you said moves and deployments. What are some other subjects that you might be covering in these classes?
Yes, during this, the standardized curriculum, we include some need-to-know topics such as the Navy mission and the history, how the organization works, customs, traditions. We also talk about rights and benefits. We talk about the TRICARE, dental, the benefits from the commissary, the exchange. Also, we're here in a very different situation. This is not a Navy base. We share the base with Air Force. So we talk a little bit about the services, how they translate, what is for us the Fleet and Family Support Center. Here is the Airman and Readiness, Airman
and Family Readiness
Thank
Center.
you, yes. So we talk also about deployments, how to survive those deployments, how to prepare for them, pay, moving, relocation, interpersonal communication, everything that you need to know to survive and navigate through the maze that the military lifestyle sometimes represent to the spouses.
Okay, and I know it can be difficult. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on in the military. It's like, and for spouses, I know it can be pretty hectic. So who actually puts on these classes? Who are the ones teaching?
It's all volunteers. So this is a great opportunity also for spouses to volunteer. Like I said, all the mentors were all military spouses, Navy spouses. The only requirement, you must be, you have to take the course first, and then you can become a mentor. We're right now in need of more mentors, so everyone, even if they took the course in another installation, they're more than welcome to come and join our team. The requirements is you must be married at least 6 months to a sailor.
Okay. So that's great. How do I register if I wanted to? Not that I can, but if I was
All
going to.
Navy spouses are welcome to register. They can go online to www.gocompass.org. They go under locations and they can register under Misawa.
Would that be the same place that they go if they want to volunteer?
If they can volunteer, they can send us an email at compassmisawa@nsfamilyline.org.
All right. Thank you so much, Johanna. You have a wonderful rest of
If
the day.
I might add, I'm
Sure.
sorry. Right now, I hear that some spouses, we have a lot of local Japanese spouses that are a little hesitant to sign up for the course. Well, the good news is now we have a Japanese translator and a Spanish translator on site during the whole time that we are running the course. We also provide childcare reimbursement. We provide breakfast and lunch to all the participants. And again, it's a great experience. You'll get to meet more people, and also you can use it in a resume as a volunteer.
Very great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of the day. Right now, I've got Deep Blues Something with Breakfast at Tiffany's. Kantak here with you guys. Currently 750, got 116 yen to the US dollar today. We're in the middle of Captain's Call. Got Mick Holtz from the Navy Liberty program. He's going to be talking about all the great Liberty opportunities for single sailors and sailors. So how you doing today?
Very, very good.
Good. And so you got the changing of the seasons happening. You got fall coming around the corner. What kind of plans you guys got for fall and whatnot?
Okay, well, first of all, the seasons are changing, but I'll tell you what's not changing, and that's our Liberty Blue Jacket specials. So all the specials that came out in late spring, they're going to continue on until that program season ends. So, for example, the power boating at the base beach, the kayak class at the base beach, that's going to continue on until the base beach close. Same thing with the free bucket of balls and the instructional classes at the golf course will continue on until their season closes as well.
What about those free movies?
Oh, there's no end in sight for free movies.
I know that's probably a pretty big one for that program. That sounds pretty awesome. I wish I had free movies. So you guys also have a United We Play program. What is that?
So United We Play is an activity that goes on in the barracks every Sunday. It started out as a bunch of guys playing video games, and we had some pizza and some soft drinks for them. But we're going to expand that and include, whatever is playing on TV, the UFC fights, basketball, football, whatever. And then recently we started to purchase some really fun kind of RC vehicles, and we'll just keep playing with those and see what people like, what they don't like. We've got grant money that's from headquarters that's going to help us do this. So come out, just hang out, enjoy some of those toys that we'll buy, and you play with them.
Okay, and you guys always have pretty good awesome trips over there. As it gets colder, I understand you guys are going to be taking some trips to some hot springs.
Yeah, we're going to go with the single airman program and go out into Akita Prefecture. This is really kind of a once-in-a-lifetime trip. If you're only here for 2 or 3 years, very few folks even get over there to that part of Japan. And we're going to go down to the very far southern edge of the prefecture. There's a naturally occurring onsen river. It goes over a waterfall, and there's a pool at the bottom, and it's just unbelievable.
I love onsen. It's one of my most cherished things about Japan. Can I join you guys? I mean, I'm not a sailor, but I can pretend to be one.
Go with the single airman program.
I'm not single, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I'll make myself down there. It sounds like a lot of fun. So what do you guys exactly do besides the onsen? Is that kind of the sole thing that you go to?
That's definitely one of the attractions. That's what we do the first day. Then we'll stay the night in a local hotel. The following day, we'll get up and make our way over to Lake Tozawa, the deepest lake in Japan, and tour around there, and then go over to Kakunodate, the samurai village, and rent some funny old bicycles and ride around town.
Sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds really cool. I'm kind of jealous, honestly. So, being in Japan, it kind of helps to know a little bit of the language. So you guys have some classes to help sailors out and whatnot, right?
We do. Let me say this right. Michinoku International Japanese Education Center is a local nonprofit. They hold language lessons down in Hachinohe in one of the citizen centers, and we're going, it's roughly every week. will leave the barracks and get the sailors down there, so they don't have to worry about traffic or gas or tolls or whatever. They just jump in the van as long as they're signed up with us, and we'll go down. There's 5 levels of Japanese classes, so whatever level that they're speaking, there's somewhere for them to study. And from time to time on the way home, we'll stop at a Japanese restaurant and have dinner together.
Maybe put the skills to use a little bit, maybe ordering food.
There will be the opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, Mick. You got anything else for me?
Yeah, just before we sign off, so in starting from October 1st, so the fiscal year 16, we also got pre-approved for some more expenditures on the latest and greatest video games. So if any sailor comes into the office and there's a game that we have, of course you can borrow that for free. If there's something that's not in our inventory, all you got to do is ask and we'll buy it almost immediately.
You guys are taking care of your sailors over
That's
there.
right.
Very nice. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, right now I got Nick Jonas with Chief Tamantini here in the studio. Did I say that correctly?
Close enough. Thank you. Chief, good morning, Misawa. I'm Chief Tamantini from NAF with some news you can use. September is Navy Suicide Prevention Month, our launch pad for the Navy's year-long effort to support engagement and action at the deck plate or flight line for you aviators in the fight against suicide. We need your help in promoting messages, tools, resources to encourage open communication, personnel wellness, peer support, and bystander intervention skills. This month's message is one small act. One small act emphasizes the everyday actions we can all take to make a big difference in a shipmate or airman's life. My challenge for you is this. Think of one thing you can do to show someone you work with, a family member, or even a sailor airman walking down the street you have never met. There are people out there who recognize them. Spreading the message, you matter. For information and resources, visit NPC or Navy Personnel Command website under 21st Century Sailor, or you can visit your local chaplain or medical representative. Thank you for your time. Have a great Navy day. Chief Tamantini out.
Thank you, Chief. Suicide awareness is important no matter what service you're in. And thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you for having me.
All right, here's Flo Rida with I Don't Like It, I Love It. Stick around. We're listening to the Morning Breakdown with me, Cantek. We're right in the middle, almost the end of the captain's call, and I've got Chief Petty Officer Select McKernan here. He's going to be talking a little bit about something that's pretty important. We all know it. September is a pretty eventful month. It's not the nicest thing to remember, but it is important that we do remember, and I'm talking, of course, about September 11th. What do you got for me?
Well, good morning. Like you alluded to, tomorrow is September 11th. All right, we're going to be doing a ceremony out in front of Building 980, which is the NAF building across from the post office. We're going to be hosting a memorial ceremony starting at 10:30. And essentially, we're just going to be, doing a nice memorial, helping people remember and kind of reflect on the events that happened. So we want to open it up to whoever is interested in coming out, and try and get max participation. So we'll be at the flagpole on the opposite side of the building from the post office. But other than that, we're looking forward to the event and hoping that we get a good turnout.
Very good. And this might seem kind of stereotypical, but I have to ask you, where were you in September 11th was going down? What were you thinking?
Oh, actually, I was still in high school on September 11th, sitting in my class, and it was just kind of a surreal event, first period, first thing in the morning, and then the teacher flips on the TV, and we all just kind of sat there in silence. And a couple of years later, I joined the Navy, and it was probably a large factor of it. So myself, as well as a lot of the other people in service today, I'm sure we all kind of remember exactly where we were at.
Yeah, it was almost exactly the same scenario for me. First period, yeah, I remember the TV and just droning on. It was just surreal. It was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a good turnout over there for the remembrance. I also got Senior Chief Delcor over here. He's going to be closing it out for me.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Really good, and you?
I'm doing all right. Trying to deal with this weather.
Oh yeah, I tell you, the rain will get you.
It's down in my bones. All right, so you got something for me, right? Something to just kind of close it out.
I do. I just wanted to advertise the social event of the year known as the Misawa Navy Ball. That'll be going down October 16th. So if you want to get tickets to that, that's open to anyone who has base access. If you want to go to the Navy Ball, just contact PS3 Solis at 226-4680 or 82 Van Enkavort at 226-3788.
You guys got to have tickets for that?
You have to have tickets for it, and they'll give you the prices and all that. And they're also advertised on the NAF Facebook page. And they sell them in Building 980 across from the base post office from 1100 to 1300 daily. And they have the prices listed in there as well.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. You ready? So we gave away a pair of tickets for the Air Force Ball on AFN. Over the Misawa Air Force Committee helped us, the Air Force Ball Committee. What are the chances we can get a couple of tickets to the Navy Ball to give out over on the radio?
Well, you know what? Last time I gave away other people's money, I got in trouble. But I'm pretty sure if you call PS3 Solis or 82 Vandencourt, they might have some deal going on or some special competition or something where you may get free tickets. I'm not sure about that.
All right, I'm gonna give him a call and see if we can't work out something.
Call them up live right now. Put them on the spot.
Right now?
No.
I'll do it.
I would too, but I don't want to make anyone angry. But another thing I wanted to talk about before I leave is this is a monthly radio show for Navy Misawa. It's called Captain's Call for you first-time listeners out there. I put the script together every month, but this is for everyone on base pretty much. You know, it's a Navy sponsored show, but it's open to anyone. If you have stuff that's beneficial to put out to the people that live and work on this base, please contact me at 226-4363, or you can shoot me an email at ryan.delcore, DELCORE, at fe.navy.mil. Let me know what you want to talk about, and we'll get you put on the script if it's beneficial stuff.
All right, Chief Delcore, you always do an awesome job with the scripts. You make my job super easy, really well organized.
Well, you're a natural. You don't need much help.
I don't know about that. Thank you so much. You have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, guys, here's Little Mix with Black Magic.
All the girls on the